my Facebook page, you can share it to your page.
Okay.
From your phone. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. We are here. We finally made it, right? We've had technical difficulties for the last 45 minutes. And thank God to an angel who
Yes.
helped me fix this situation. We are now live. So sorry for the delay, everybody. I was supposed to come on here at 1 p.m. and we've been just kind of playing with these technical difficulties. We could not, I think, something was trying to stop us from doing this and we were not going to allow it to happen. I tried to go live on StreamYard. We went to Zoom. I was trying other outlets and they weren't working. So I'm so happy that we finally made it and we didn't give up. And it's kind of funny because it's kind of like business, right? You keep trying. And if it doesn't work, a lot of people fall off and give up. And I was like, I got to live by example in everything that I do. I am not giving up on this no matter what. So thank God for the help that came through to do a little tweak that wasn't a big tweak, and we fixed the problem. So if you join us, say hello, let us know you're watching. I'm going to turn it on because I can never see the comments, only the comments that are on when I go live. So I'm just going to check to make sure we're there. We're live. Okay, okay, good. We're all good. So if you join us, say hello. I'm going to put my volume all the way down so I can at least see the chats coming through on whoever's watching. But today's interview is with my client, Terrill Miller. She is just finishing up Powerhouse Academy. And I wanted to interview Terrill because her confidence and faith and belief in her business has skyrocketed since getting coaching and since coming through the Powerhouse Academy. And I've seen it. And I see it time and time again with a lot of my clients. And today we're not just talking about the money. We're talking about the confidence and the belief. Because if you can gain confidence and belief in your business, the money and the impact will follow. So it's not always about money, right? When it comes to success. And so I want to introduce my amazing client, Terrill Miller. Terrill, tell people about your business and what you do.
Hi, my name is Terrill Miller. My business is TMM Financial and Tax Services. And so I am a professional tax preparer for individual taxpayer and small businesses as well. I also added with that bookkeeping because they go together, especially for those that have small businesses. Your books got to be in order to file your taxes, right? So that's what I do. I help small businesses get their books in order. So to help them prepare their taxes, make sure they're in compliance with the IRS and they have their taxes paid and when they need to be paid and things like that. So that's what I do in a nutshell. Because everybody, has taxes, right?
Exactly. And I think that's kind of the conversation we had, right? When we started talking, I was like, every business needs to file taxes. And if they're not, they're a bootleg business and they're not a real business yet.
Right. Yeah.
So imagine if you think about all the businesses in America only, even all the business in your state, right?
Yeah.
Because what state are you in?
I'm in Arkansas.
You're in Arkansas, right? So if you just even limited to that, there is probably millions, thousands of businesses that are registered there. So every business. So I said the opportunity to build your business is, it's through the roof because there are several businesses for you, that need their taxes done, that need somebody like you. So it's just about letting people know who you are and what you have available, right? That's really part of what I teach is sharing with the world what you have to offer. And continue to share it, and always share it every day, all day with the world. But I wanted to talk about, like we said, about confidence, okay, and the confidence in your business. Tell me where you were with confidence in your business before we started coaching.
Oh, wow. Well, I was kind of all over the place. Before I joined, we were messaging for almost, I think, 3 years, I believe.
I think 2 years. Yeah.
And I was all over the place and just could not figure out, I knew I needed coaching. I knew I needed you. Like when I met you, I met you in another different platform, I believe it was.
Yeah.
How I saw you, and I think I friended you, and I'm like, I hope she accepts my friend request because I know I'm gonna have to watch her to get some information. But I knew I needed coaching, but did not know where I needed it. And so just having a conversation with you, I think periodically, I wasn't sure. It's like, well, maybe I can't do this, or maybe I don't need to do. Maybe I need to find something else to do or something. And so just reaching out to you, and you would respond back to me, and you would tell me I can help you figure that out. What you're struggling with, I can help you figure that out. And I'm like, but I need to figure it out first, so I know what to tell you I need help with. That's why
that's what you thought, right? You thought you had to have it all together.
I need to figure it out first, and then I can tell you what I need you to help me with.
Right.
And so I was just kind of all over the place. Yeah. And so when I joined, he kind of helped me zone in and get my idea, get my focus, get my service, get my offer, get all of that together to start with. And so even after then, I still wasn't sure because it changed. Like my idea of what I was going to do or what my business was, you came in and you changed, and I'm like, but that's not what.
That was not the plan, right? I didn't come to Shonda to just rip up my business and change it. But let's make some clarification here. She wanted to bring in two types of businesses in one. Right. And I always recommend to niche down, and that is zone down and focus on one and just go all in on one and get that one right. Just because you know how to do a lot of things don't mean you need to be doing all things.
That's the same time.
Right. Exactly. And I talk with my clients to figure out, what do you do best? What can you do with your eyes closed? Like, what do you enjoy the most? That's what we need to do, because everybody's trying to be a serial entrepreneur, right? And trying to do 500 million things. But when you don't focus on one and you have so many things to focus on, they all suffer.
Nothing works.
Yeah. So we zoned in on your financial services and your tax services, right? And figured out that you don't just have to be busy during tax season. There's actually opportunity for you to work all year long, right? You don't have to have dead months. So we got your business together, more focused, right? And then it was on me. Shonda's on me to start marketing, start putting myself out there, start telling people about what to do and what I do. How did that feel?
It felt, I was like, are you sure? I was using Facebook, but I wasn't using it properly. I wasn't using it to my full advantage. And so you gave us assignments to do, and you was watching us to make sure that we got them done.
I was.
But it felt good because, after I started doing it, because then it was like people were actually seeing my posts and commenting and liking and sharing. Even from some of the posts, I got referrals from, people still getting actually referrals from, for people that's been on my Facebook page forever, referred somebody because now they
know what you do.
Know what I do. But they've been on my Facebook page forever. But I have 2 appointments, set for Monday, and they are from referrals. I don't know these people.
The power of visibility.
Yeah. So I have something that they need. And so here I am. So I'm available. So, but now they know that.
Exactly. Now they know that. Yeah. And we don't think that that's a big deal. You're like, oh, no, okay, I'll post. I'll do what Shonda tells me to do and just see what happens. Sometimes you get crickets and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get, sometimes you get people that are liking it and sometimes you won't. Right. But then somebody might come in your inbox.
Yes.
Right? This is what I tell people about going live. Some people won't go live just because they don't want you to know that they're watching you. They'll come watch you later, right? And then they'll come back to your inbox when you go live, after they watch your live or your video.
Yeah.
So, you just never know who's watching, and we have clients everywhere. And this is what I want to give a lesson to everybody who's watching, who has a business, that says, my clients are not on Facebook. And I say, yes, they are. We have clients everywhere. Everybody has a phone right in front of them all the time,
All the
right?
time. Yeah.
Everybody has a phone in front of them all the time. So somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that needs you.
They need something. Yeah.
Right. So
one of my videos that I did actually is from somebody that I got an inbox from somebody I'm not even friends with. She just saw my video.
Right.
She inboxed me with a question about a tax issue that she was having. And she's in Mississippi, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm in Arkansas. So she just saw my video and she inboxed me. And she was like, I'm so glad that you responded to me, because you have no idea how many tax preparers I've reached out to and nobody responded to me. And you're the only one that responded back to me.
Wow. Yeah. So let's talk about this confidence thing. Okay. When was a turning point that you started feeling more confident in your business?
The confidence, I think it initially got to where it was growing a little bit. I applied, I think it was like the 1st of June, for a business grant through an organization that I've been a part of since 2018. And so they email me an application as they've had previously. And I was like, well, there's just another application. I'll, apply for the grant, as I've previously done. And not even 2 weeks later, I get an email back from them with a letter congratulating me of being a recipient for my business. And I was like, what?
Do you think you would have applied for that before? Do you think you thought maybe I wouldn't be qualified for it before?
Actually, when I did apply for it, like I said, it was like, well, it's worth a shot. I've applied for, I might as well, why stop applying for it now?
Yeah.
But it was just a routine.
Yeah.
Felt like a routine thing. And when I got the award letter, I was like, oh my God, I got it. And, they had this whole event planned for those that received the grant to attend. Yes. And oh my God, it was like I was royalty. Like,
yeah.
I mean, everything was paid, for me to attend. They paid for my valet. They paid for my room. They paid for all my food. I didn't even have to drive once I got there to go to the event from the hotel. They had me a driver to take me from my hotel room to the event and back to my hotel room. So it was,
wow. Yeah, you're real royalty.
Yeah. So I was very excited that night because I was like, oh my God, like this is just because I actually put a little bit of confidence in myself and my business long enough just for those few minutes that it took for me to fill out that application.
Yeah. Yeah.
To do that.
So you had that, right? And then what else?
Well, my coach told me to do this post and reintroduce myself post. And it entailed me highlighting myself. And when I did that and I read it and I was like, okay. And so I sent it to you and I'm like, that's not going to be enough, because I was looking at yours. I was looking at yours. And I was like, that's not going to be enough. That's not a lot. That's not going to impress anybody. Right.
Yeah.
And so when I sent it to you, you were like, oh my God, that's you. And so when I posted it, I think the last time that I looked, I think it was like at 179 likes and comments on it. But when I read it and after I posted it and I kept reading it and I was like, I did all of that. Like, that's me. That was literally like who I was on paper.
So writing it down for the first time, right? It was kind of like, damn, that's me.
Yeah. Like I knew I'd done all those things, but seeing them all together, written down, because I've done them, I've done some here, done some there over time. And I just really never think about it. But then now I'm looking, even since doing that post, I'm like, oh, there's some other stuff I can add to that. Even now, since that post, there's some other stuff there's some other stuff that I can add to it.
Right.
But yeah, it was from that post because just reading it, just seeing it and getting people's responses from it. It was like I was being seen for the first time.
Did you cry? To be honest, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
I did because it was just like, oh my God. I think I messaged you one day after I read something else, and I had a moment because I was like, I just realized that all of that is me, and the road that I traveled to get to accomplish all of that to now be in my business where I am now. And it was overwhelming for that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. And that made me so happy. That post works every time. It works every time for you as a person, and also to let everybody know who you are and what you have to offer, and kind of putting you on display. It's like, this is why I'm qualified to help you. This is why you should come and work with me. And, a lot of people were like saying, wow, oh my God, I didn't know. And that's amazing. Yeah. Congratulations. And all this. We as just people need to hear that, right? Yes. We need to feel that. We need to feel that we're loved, and we need to feel it just part of the process and just part of being human, that we need to hear that. So I know that specific post shot your confidence through the roof. It's not a fix, right? It doesn't fix it. You're not 100% confident. I'm not 100% confident, right? It's just, there's levels to it. There's growth.
Yes.
Right? You have grown significantly.
Yes.
12 weeks that we've worked together, significantly. So much.
Yes, I was all over the place. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So okay, so now you're more confident in what you do. You're good at what you do. And I remember having conversations with you saying like, girl, you've been doing this a long time. And I remember you messaging me the other day, you're like, I've been doing this for 10 years.
10 years.
I'm like, hello. Yes, exactly. You've been doing this for 10 years. And so you should be confident in what you do. Of course you can do this on your own. You were scared to go out on your own. You didn't want to work under a company, right? And I was like, why only take a percentage of the profit when you could get all the profit?
All of it, right?
Right? Now you're kind of like, what was I thinking? Right?
Yes. Yeah. It's it was like so now I'm more confident because I had an issue with believing that I was the person that I made on that post. It's like, although I've been doing this for 10 years, and I knew in my mind, I knew, of course, I've been doing this for 10 years, but something about that didn't click or didn't connect with me to make me feel confident enough and strong enough in my abilities. I mean, and I know I'm smart. I've had people tell me that, that, people tell me all the time, oh, girl, you're doing this or you're doing that. You have this going on. But I just didn't feel it.
Yeah.
And so it registered with me, that post, for one. And then as I went through a certificate program through eCornell, and one of my professors gave me a link with the imposter syndrome. And she sent that to me because of one of my assignments that I turned in. And she said to me that she felt like that would help me, because to help identify that in myself and to recognize it in myself and understand that I can do exactly what it is that I'm setting out to achieve to do. So it's been wow.
And, I was talking about in my stories today, right, about confidence, about borrowing the confidence, the importance of coaching and borrowing the confidence from your coach. Because I know I needed it, right? I still need it from my coaches, because I'm not always confident in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So I need my coach to hype me up and to be like, girl, you're Chandra Brooks, okay? You know, like and it's the same with you. I'll be like, girl, come on, get it together. We got this. You're good, right? So you know, sometimes we can't do it alone, right? We can't do it alone to push us because we will fail. You know, we will listen to that inner voice
Ourselves. We're getting our own heads.
right. We'll get in our own heads and we will fail and we'll backtrack, we'll stop or whatever. Right. But when you have somebody in your ear and you have somebody on your side holding your hand, walking you through the process, it's so much better. Right.
Yes.
So much
Yes.
it's so much better to get us to the point to where you are now.
Yes.
Right. So we have to constantly with my clients, you have to borrow my confidence, and you borrowed my confidence, and you continue to borrow my confidence until you're ready. It's like passing the baton, right? So you know, it's just like, now you got it, you're good, you can go, and just keep listening, keep hearing Chandra's voice in your ear. You're going to be fine. You know, you're going to be fine. So let's talk about like coaching and are you sold and on the importance of coaching now?
I am. Like I said, I knew I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, I was just by watching some of your posts after we became friends on Facebook. And I was like, oh God, I just need I need somebody to be there for me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was scared to do it.
Yeah.
I was scared to do it.
Because you were burned before. That's why, right?
Yes.
I remember last summer.
Yes. There's been several programs of people that I've connected with that, you know, made these promises, this is what they're going to do. And just like kind of left me there. And I'm like, well, and I think I might've said to you, I want to do this, but my trust issue is where I had a lot of trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just don't want to give away any money, you know, and not get any results. So, but coaching for me definitely was necessary.
Yeah.
It was definitely needed. To help push out all of the other negative things that I was getting, because I had them coming from all sorts of different areas. You know, just from the past memories of the other people that, like I said, I connected with, from peeps. I've even had it, you know, some negativity come to me to say that I couldn't do this. I've had some people.
I was going to bring that up. I'm glad you did.
I had, you know, was feeling overwhelmed by wanting to do this, and just thinking about all the things that it took to do it, and became overwhelmed with it. And I was just told, well, just count your losses. And I'm like, do what? And you know, and that's angered me so bad because I felt like, yes, I was overwhelmed, but I wasn't overwhelmed enough to throw in the towel, to just give up on my business. I mean, I was overwhelmed to the max, but I wasn't that overwhelmed. I just needed to find a way to make it work. And you know, I listened to them, you know, for their insight, but I'm thinking to myself, we're not going to do that.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it.
And I'm glad, you know, and I knew when that happened, right? And I was just like, oh no, we ain't gonna listen to this person. You definitely can do this, right? And F what she just said to you, you're going to do this, right? And you did it. And that person said you weren't able to get this little license thing, and you got it. They said you couldn't get it for a year, and you got it like in a few weeks. So we all that from that naysayer. And this is another lesson to everybody online, is don't listen to people that are giving you negative feedback or telling you to give up. And, you know, don't listen to those people, right? Listen to the people who are doing it successfully, right? You know, and although this person is doing it successfully, you going on your own, didn't benefit them. So, you know, there's a backstory to that.
Yes.
Right? There's a backstory to that. Not everybody wants you to succeed, whether they're your mentor, your friend, your spouse, not everybody wants you to succeed. They want to keep you small, right? They want to keep you under them, or just just a little bit, you get big, but not too big.
Not too big.
Not too
Yeah,
big.
just enough so I can benefit from you. Yeah. I said just big enough to where I can benefit from you.
Exactly.
I've had that experience before as well, but it wasn't like this because although it was personal, then this time it was very, very personal.
Yeah.
Because it was intentionally to be a roadblock for me. Yeah. And I'm like, nope. And God wasn't having it either. So.
And you know what? If you didn't have, and I'm not even trying to put this on me, but if you didn't have anybody, if it was me as your coach or another coach to tell me what happened and for me to counteract and jump in and say, oh, hell no, we ain't going to take this in. And I could see the energy in you drop. I felt it in your voice. I could see it in how you showed up for meetings. I felt it. And you ain't going to do that to my clients. I ain't allowing it. And, I had to dig in deeper with you, right? So we can get you back up and to hype you up and remind. I think after that, that's when we did that post. I needed you to write out everything you accomplished so you could see it for yourself.
Yeah.
So you can see it for yourself. So we got to eliminate the naysayers out of our circles that are going to talk us down from our dreams and from the goals that we have. We have to do the work, right? And you did the work. You listen, you did the work. This is why you got results. And the point of this whole interview is to show everybody it's not always about the money or the strategy. Some people think that I'm going to go work with Chandra and she's going to teach me all the steps to have a successful business and a profitable business. But what I tell them, it starts with the mindset. It starts with the confidence and the belief. Because if you don't have that foundation, you won't get to the money and the impact. Yeah. You won't get there. So it's so important to do that work. And some people need that work first and only. And that's what you needed. Yes. You're smart enough to figure the strategy. You know how to offer your tax services and your bookkeeping services. I didn't need you to teach you that.
Right.
I just needed you to believe that you can do this and that there's people out there that want to buy your stuff. So once you started marketing, you seeing like, oh, wow, people are, every time somebody inbox you, you were like screenshotting it, the inbox because you couldn't believe. And this is what I tell people. I grew my multi-six-figure business on Facebook alone, pretty much. I have an Instagram page, but all my business pretty much comes from Facebook, right? So the marketing, if you do it effectively and you know how to position yourself and you get your messaging right, you can have a successful business. That's the strategy I teach, right? That's the strategy I teach along with the mindset work, belief, and confidence. That all goes together. If you're missing one of those, you're not going to have a successful business, right?
Yes.
Right.
I agree with all of that. Yes.
So what would you tell people, because we're winding down to the end, what would you tell people about getting help that they need for their business and to be successful with themselves and confident in themselves in business?
I would definitely say it's worth the investment for yourself and for your business. Just to have, like you said, because there were some days I had to borrow your confidence to be able to move past that one situation, because at that moment mine was taken away. And so
if you might have stopped.
Yeah. Right? I would have stopped again. Like I have before. I've stopped and stalled and paused and and I was like, I can't do it. Was like it was either now or never. Like this is like I've already wasted too much time before. It's now or never. And that's kind of where it came to with deciding whether or not to go forth with coaching. Yeah. Because it was like, do I believe in myself enough? Do I trust myself enough? Am I, if I want somebody to bet on me and to trust me, then I have to bet on myself first.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And that's what it took. And when I did it, I was like, oh God, I did it. Like I did it. Like, oh my God, I did. I can't believe I did that. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. So here we go. It's like, we can't stop now. Can't stop back now. But if I didn't have that, if I didn't have the coaching, if I didn't have somebody encouraging me, if I didn't have somebody pushing me, making me do something that was uncomfortable, then no, I wouldn't have. Because if you're comfortable, then you're not going to grow.
Yeah, you have to be uncomfortable a lot.
You have to be uncomfortable a lot. And being uncomfortable, it was like,
I made you uncomfortable a lot.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I gotta do this video. Oh my God. Okay, let me do this video. But I saw the results, and I did it. I felt better after I did the video. And so my kids now look at me like I'm crazy, like, oh God, there she is with that phone again, because I'll pick it up in a minute and I'll do a video, And,
and you were scared to death to do videos. You were scared to death to do videos. And now you're
because last year I did it for a little while and I stopped. I would, do live videos and I stopped. I'm like, okay, But yeah, if I didn't have coaching, I wouldn't be where I am now. So the Terrill that started in June and the Terrill that's now are totally different people.
Different people.
Different people.
That is the magic. That is the magic there. I mean, I love it. I love it. So Terrill, I'm so proud of you. Tell people how they could find you if they need some tax services. Because the tax deadline is coming up in October, right?
Yes.
Extension. So the tax deadline is coming up. She also offers bookkeeping services. So tell them how they can find you.
I am on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page. So it's Facebook and then TMM Financial and Tax Services. All of my information is on there, as well as my my personal page. It's Terrill M. Miller. On Facebook, and I do have a link that you can schedule for the different type of services that you may need, and also all of that will be on my personal page as well. You can find it on my profile, and I am on LinkedIn. So if you want to find me on LinkedIn as well, I am on LinkedIn. Terrill Miller.
Not hard to find.
I am not hard to find. Yes, so you do.
Education.
October 15th, if you need to file your extension, if you need to file taxes because you owe and you don't know who to talk to, I'm here. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do.
Yes. Well, congratulations, Terrill. I'm super proud of you, and you are a different person. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do with your business moving forward. Just keep going. Continue to do the same things, right? Over and over again. Continue to show yourself. And the business is going to come. We refine it, do what we need to do, and it'll grow. So congratulations. Thank you for doing this interview with me. I appreciate your time. Yes, and thank you, everybody, for watching. If you need Terrill, if you want to talk to me, I have a new powerhouse starting in October. I have one-on-one coaching. Any way that you want to work with me. I actually have a masterclass happening on Wednesday night. It's how to leave your high-level job for full-time entrepreneurship. If you are interested, message me and I can send you the link to register. I hope to see you there. I think we have about 50 women so far registered across the country. Wow. Yeah, across the country that are going to join us on this webinar. So anyway, you all have a great day. Terrill, thank you again. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? All right, honey. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.